The reason why you're so impressed by that Whyte hair care brand is because they are science-based and they use science and technology. Believe it or not, there is science and technology in your cosmetics, and in your hair care you want the science. You don't want what the black hair care brands are giving you, butters and oils.
It's giving white supremacy, it's giving anti-black.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Esther and welcome to my channel. So there's a big debate going on TikTok about whether black hair products is backed by science or not, because some people believe that black hair products doesn't work as well as white hair products because they are only made of oils and butters. So without further ado, let's take a look at the lady who started this whole controversial topic.
The reason why you're so impressed by that Whyte hair care brand is because they are science-based and they use science and technology. Believe it or not, there is science and technology in your cosmetics, and in your hair care you want the science. You don't want what the black hair care brands are giving you, butters and oils. They're black, whether they're black owned or not. I'm saying black because they're catered solely towards black people, and those brands are usually just a bunch of butters and oils, whereas these other brands, Olaplex, Red Ken, Pureology, It's Sacred, which is a black owned brand, these are all science backed brands. That's why it works. That's why so many people are so impressed when they first use these brands, because the brands that they have been using before, which are catered only towards black people, do not use any science. They are just butters and oils, and they give you a new oil or a new butter every couple of years to keep you interested, but there is no science. So really and truly, it's the other brands that are not marketing towards black people solely that are better for your hair, and that is why you are so shook. Who said that?
Although natural hair products, black hair products are made from oils and butters, that is what we name, that is what our hair name, because us natural hair girlies or natural hair girls and boys, our hair is pretty thick, especially the 4Cs and the 4Bs. Our hair is pretty thick, so we need oils and butters for it to like penetrate into our hair shaft, because if we don't have any oils and butters, our hair will be dry. This is the reason why the no oils and butter trend didn't go anywhere, because a lot of people stopped using oils and butters because they felt like the oils and butters were weighing their hair down, so their hair became really dry and started breaking off. This is the reason why that trend didn't go anywhere. So I believe what she is saying is wrong, although I can see some logical points in her argument about black hair brands not being as innovative as white brand products, because as she said, black hair products, they only like a couple of months, they only give us different butters and oils. But I think that is what we need for us black people, us black hair girls and boys. That is what our hair needs, that is what our hair craves. So what she is saying is like completely off the rails. Another thing is, black hair products, just as white hair products, have to follow certain scientific methods in order to formulate products that will work on our hair type, us black people. They have to do scientific research in order to know which kind of ingredient goes together and which kind of ingredient doesn't. They also have to know which kind of ingredients to use, like the emulsifier that is used to formulate products, and also they have to know which kind of preservative to use, because if they don't follow science to create products, the products won't turn out well. They'll either have mold growing into the products or they will run very sick, and that could be very harmful to us consumers, those of us that are buying these black products. And the other thing is, in order for these black hair products to sell on the shelf in retail stores such as Walmart, Target, or Amazon, you know, these big retailers too, they have to be backed by science, because I believe these retailers are vetting these complaints to make sure they aren't harmful to consumers. Because if these retailers do not vet these companies, these black owned hair care brands, if anything happened to the customer, that is a big lawsuit for both the retailers and the black owned hair care brand. So what she is saying, although there's some logic in her argument, I believe most of the things that she is saying is completely wrong. Of course, this wouldn't be a proper debate without us hearing the other side. There's a couple of people who have natural hair, who have used natural hair care brands. There's also two scientific dieters who also have natural hair and have used natural hair products. So let's hear what they have to say, and then I will come back to give my final thought.
The reason why you're so impressed by that Whyte hair care brand is because they are science-based and they use science and technology. Believe it or not, there is science and technology in your cosmetics, and in your hair care you want the science. You don't want what the black hair care brands are giving you, butters and oils. They're black, whether they're black owned or not. I'm saying black because they're catered solely towards black people, and those brands are usually just a bunch of butters and oils, whereas these other
dangerous to come online and to say that black hair care products and brands don't use science. You can't make a hair care product without using science. These brands have teams of chemists who formulate their products. TGIN, Camille Rose, Design Essentials, they all use science. Every black hair care brand, literally, even if you're not a big brand, you have to use science to create a product. I am shocked that this is coming from black women. Well, like, I don't even know what to say, because this is something you would hear, I would think you would hear from white people. It's giving white supremacy, it's giving anti-black. The need to put black products down after they literally fueled the natural hair movement. They literally fueled the loving your black hair movement, whether it's straight, whether it's natural, whether it's whatever. Like, for you to come online and put them down is insane. The hair products that you name, Olaplex, Redken, Chester, all those products, even Sacred, which includes everyone, it is black owned but includes everyone. Those products also keep in mind that there are going to be white people with a different hair type who use those products, right? Their strands need different products. Black hair, our hair, if you're wearing your hair in its natural state, our hair needs water, cream, and an oil or butter to seal that moisture in. Now, if your hair is straight, those products may work better for you. That is fine, but to come online, I mean, I saw someone else's video who said black products are trash with a trash can. Like, what is wrong with y'all? If you want to be a white woman, just say that. Just come online and say that. But to say that the products are, that they're not as good, that they're white products are better, they work better for your hair, it's your hair they work better for, but that doesn't make them better all around. I think it's extremely harmful, it's extremely dangerous, and it gives anti-black. Like, this type of rhetoric is the same rhetoric with the Lululemon conversation. It's like, you find a way to uplift whiteness. We gotta talk about the obsession with whiteness in the black hair community, not even just among naturals. Because a lot of these people who are saying this, they're not natural, or their hair is fried all the way to the bone. The ends are thin and see-through. Like, it gives anti-black. I use, what's the product? Cream of Nature. Cream of Nature is not black owned, and it works amazing for my hair. I would never come online and say that black products aren't as great as it though. That is weird. Like, why would you do that? Like, it be your own people. Oh my god.
So this other lady is completely right. The first lady is kind of spreading anti-black rhetoric. She's spreading propaganda about black-owned hair care brand. I mean, like, black-owned hair care brand came to the core of us natural when the natural hair community started back in the early 2000s. There was no hair care products for black women. So that's when black people like you and I decided to start creating black-owned brand that is specifically targeted toward black hair. And she, the first lady in this video, she doesn't look like her hair is natural. Her hair is either straightened or she's wearing a kinky wig. So I can understand that maybe that's the reason why the natural hair product is not working for her. Maybe her hair is not completely natural. And also, as the other lady said, some of these women, they straighten their hair so often that they have heat damage. And so sometimes when you have heat damage, natural hair products do not work for your hair because you have two different hair texture. You have a hair that is fried, that the hair care products cannot repair, and you have your own natural hair.
Your relationship is so strained with your hair that now your excuse is that we don't have enough science-backed black hair care brands. But if I were to ask you the role of butylene glycol in hair care products, you would not be able to tell me. Okay, so the issue is not the science, pumpkin. The issue is you. I just think it's very unfortunate that we have made so much progress as far as making natural hair care products accessible. And now people are basically saying that those products that are maybe sold in your Ultas, your Sephora's, basically your white hair care brands, are better because they're more scientifically based. Here's the reality. Any product that is on a major corporation shelves, a cosmetic chemist was involved in the formulation of it, which means that it's scientifically backed. The issue is that a lot of our natural hair care brands may not focus on like bond repair, which is where the science comes in. And the reality of that is you're basically saying you have damaged hair, and that's a you problem. That's not a natural hair care product problem. So let's wrap up this conversation real quick.
So as Brandy said, the first lady who said that black hair care product is not science-based might have damaged hair. Maybe that's the reason, as I said before, maybe that's the reason why the natural hair care product is not working on her hair. Maybe she needs a bond repair product to treat her heat damaged hair in order for it to revert back to a curly state. Black hair care product, they don't have heat damaged product because our hair is in its natural state. So it doesn't need a bond repair product. So we don't need that.
So there's a conversation on whether or not black focused hair care brands are as science-backed as the white counterparts, and the truth is most of them really aren't. To add context to the conversation, yes, every major brand sold in a store is made in a lab and is made by a cosmetic chemist. But just because science was involved doesn't mean science is the focus, because marketing is king. Many of these products were initially created by their founders mixing oils and butters in their kitchen. They eventually scaled up from that, but the branding pretty much stayed the same for a lot of these brands. That focus being on natural ingredients, and when you're focusing on natural ingredients, there's not much room for innovation. And truly, innovation is slow across any brand in the hair care space. Innovation is risky and may confuse consumers, so a lot of brands shy away from innovation unless it's a part of their marketing story, as is the case for K18 and Olaplex and Redken. But it's not part of the marketing story for many of the black brands that were founded on natural principles. This is why their innovation is mainly focused on releasing a new type of oil and butter instead of releasing something groundbreaking. But in 2025, there are, of course, many black brands that put a focus on innovation more than just being natural. You have Sacred, you have Design Essentials. It ultimately boils down to what you're looking for in a product. If you like the ethos of a deeply nourishing product with natural ingredients, then products like Shea Moisture and Cantu might be up your alley. But if you're looking for your hair to do things that aren't inherently natural, like repairing damaged bonds or going long periods of time without getting dampened by humidity, then you might want something that's more innovative.
So as these creators said, natural hair care products are science-backed. They are backed by science. Although they may not be as innovative as white hair care products, but they are still science-backed. They have to be science-backed in order for them to be selling in the stores, in retailer stores. They have to be science-backed in order for them to work on our natural hair. Yeah, some of these hair care brands started out as small businesses. They started out as creating hair care products in a home by throwing together oils and bottles. That is how some of these black hair care owned brands started out. But once they start selling to other people that are not families and friends, they have to be taking their creation serious. Not that they weren't serious before, but they have to pay more attention to how they are formulating their products, what they are putting in their products. They have to do scientific research in order to know which kind of ingredient goes together and which kind of ingredient doesn't. Because I believe before, if they were selling products, if they were small businesses selling products from their house, they probably were selling products to their friends and family. But once they start selling to outsiders, they have to take into consideration how their products are going to affect us consumers. So all of these black hair care brands, I believe they are science backed. So what this lady is saying, the first lady, what she said is completely wrong. Our hair is not lightweight. Our hair is not straight like white people hair. White people hair do not need those kind of heavy ingredients that weigh down the hair. The hair isn't the same texture as our hair, so the hair need different ingredients. But some of the ingredients that they have in their hair care product, we also have it in our hair care products. Like some of these white hair care brands, they have aloe, they have argan oil, they have coconut oil, jojoba oil. Some of them have, I think, castor oil even, but it may not be as heavy-handed as black hair care products. Also, the way our hair care products are formulated, especially the bottles and creams, they are thick, and that is good for our hair, 4C, 4B, particularly for 4C hair. So that is the reason why these black hair care products use oils and bottles. Another thing I forgot to mention is that the reason why some of these black hair care brands might stop working properly on us black people is that if they sell to big conglomerates, like for example when Mia Organic sold to P&G, when Shea Moisture sold, and when Carol's daughter sold, those white care brands, they change the ingredients or they change the formulation of the products. So that is one of the reasons why the hair care products might not work as they used to do before. This is what went on with the Mia Organic products. Anyway guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Do you believe what she said, that black hair care brands is not science backed, that they are not based on science as compared to white hair care brand? If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. See you guys in the next one. Bye.